Now, rescuers are still searching for survivors in Beirut after an explosion at the port sowed devastation across an entire neighborhood on Tuesday. More than 100 people have been killed, over 4,000 wounded and nearly 3,000 displaced. There are fears that the death toll could rise significantly.
The blast, which appeared to have been caused by a fire igniting 2,750 tons of ammonium nitrate left and secured in a warehouse, was felt as far as Cyprus, some 240 kilometers to the northwest. The explosion was logged as the equivalent of a 3.3 magnitude quake, and the scope of the damage drew nuclear analogies in many people's accounts of the tragedy. Bodies thrown off balconies and rooftops by the blast were strewn in the middle of the streets. Thousands of people have been left homeless, and thousands more are cramming into already overwhelmed hospitals for treatment. Many of the wounded were turned away. The embattled government of Prime Minister Hassan Diab described the circumstances at the port that led to the explosion as unacceptable and vowed to investigate. A crippling devaluation has sent poverty levels soaring to an estimated 50% of the population, and for a country so heavily reliant on imports, the obliteration of the main port signals more hardship ahead. Criticism of the government was already rife on social media, where Lebanese users argued that a disaster of such magnitude could only strike in a state whose institutions are crippled by incompetence and corruption. Late Tuesday, thousands of families drove out of Beirut to take their families to safety, but many others were left stranded without a roof, unable to go anywhere or unwilling to leave their gutted homes open to looters. The rescue effort was slowed down at night by the lack of electricity, which was already intermittent at best in much of the city before the explosion.